50. Good morning to you, Tana.
Good morning. You're just going to have to cut my mic off when I have to be
I
done.
promise.
I could talk for days about this.
In the text you put, hope I don't get canceled. I promise you're not going to get canceled here. So we're talking about the weight loss drugs, like a quick injection, right? And then bam, you expect the pounds to go away.
Yeah.
Good, not good, wherever you want to go with this.
Obviously not good. But I think, people are like, oh yeah, because of organ issues and all that. And that's true. That's a little bit out of my scope. I'm not a physician or anything like that. But there's a lot of research about kind of the weight that you're losing. If you lose weight that fast, you are losing muscle weight.
Right.
And there's a massive multi-effect to that.
And muscle weighs more than fat at the end of the day.
So if you lose 5 pounds and 3 pounds of that, like you're losing a lot of protection for your body. And muscle is also totally equivalent to our metabolism. So you lose muscle, you're gonna lower your metabolism.
So you're actually doing more harm than good.
Totally.
Got it.
And then you lose muscle, that's also kind of pulling some things out of your bone health, your joint support, all of that. And so kind of that maybe one pro of a number of weight is actually really affecting some muscle is just like everything we need. And it's really hard to build. And so to do something that makes you lose it so fast can really be detrimental.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so maybe is the ultimate, why do doctors prescribe this in the first place? Is it for weight loss? Is there other things? And then it just turns out like you keep going with it and there's the harm.
So I think a lot of it, there are cases, and that's not what I'm talking about today, where you are kind of life or death, overweight, need that push, all of those things. That's not what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about that 50 and under weight, 50 pounds and under weight loss, that
where you can definitely
lifestyle
do it
changes,
yourself.
all of that long term. It might take you 5 years to do that, but you'll keep it off, you'll do all that. I think, again, not wanting to get canceled, but I think a lot of times now people come in, I research this, I request this, and that's, it's more of a, I request what I want and the doctor gives me what I want, and sometimes it's not even what they, but the doctor in their defense too is seeing so many people that they're trying to check the boxes, trying to do all of that. And so it's a multi thing where healthcare is kind of so overwhelmed that we're just trying to get the people checked and taken care of and get them in and out and all of that. And so sometimes it's not even what, if that doctor were to really be able to dig in, not even if they wanted to, it's if they were able to, because right now they're not, dig into the case and stuff, that might not be what they would truly recommend. But because they have to kind of get through that windmill of people, that happens.
And then kind of from what I know, where you come into play is, they're coming in for, your clients are coming in for PT. Maybe they're on it, maybe they're not, but you're there to train people on how to better yourself without all of that.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it too is while you're doing that, that's going to make my progress less efficient. Or, if someone's on a really strict diet, I'm not going to go train you. That's totally counterproductive because you're so minimal on calories. If I were to stress your body further, it's going to backfire. And so there's times where we do turn people away, where it's not the right time, you kind of have to choose, just because you're going to pay us for a package doesn't mean that we're going to just do that. It's more, what's the big picture of what's going on? And so talking about what their food stuff is, but then also starting to really dive into those medications.
Yeah, because there's a lot to it. It's not just, here you go, here's your weight loss drug. It's more like you do have to work for it. And so is that kind of what you tell everybody?
A little bit, yeah. And just more the longevity of it. Is this something that you plan to take forever? Is that realistic financially, physically? What are they going to tell us in 10 years about these things? And when that goes off, they're already showing that, okay, if, fat cells are very small, but if I lose one because I'm on that medicine, it comes back and it's like a more stubborn, larger, it's just, it's kind of that yo-yo dieter. A lot of times they have more abdominal fat that's really stubborn and hard to lose, and it's because of the metabolism damage that they've done and kind of the up and down and the starvation and all of that.
I mean, I'll tell you what, Tana. I mean, I do a lot more physical activity in the summertime, right? It's nicer out rather than winter. As soon as it turns nice out, man, you do see just an improvement in yourself. So maybe that's all it takes, just that little hard work.
Yes, that's exactly it. And it's just if you're resorting and tempted to do do those, then you're mentally not ready for that change. And that's okay.
Yeah.
But don't dive into that because you'll pay for it later when you really are wanting that change.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For more information from Tana Trotter from Proximal 50, you can contact her. We did have some information up on the screen. Tana, thank you for coming out today.
Thanks
we
for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
Thank
Yes.
you. Definitely a hot topic right now.